Hi, I'm Joe Weisenfelder, Senior Editor of Cars.com. With the 2008 Hyundai Veracruz, it's one of our favorite crossover vehicles with 3 rows of seats. We went into details on this in 2 videos in 2007. Very little has changed, so you might want to go to those drop-down menus and take a look at the 2007s for the overall picture. What we'll talk about here is what has changed. The first ever navigation system from Hyundai is in the Veracruz. Hyundai considered not offering navigation systems at all. They haven't for a long time, partly because they tend to get out of date pretty quickly. You pay for them, they depreciate faster than the car itself, so if you're going to resell it, you lose some of that money. What they've done instead is they've added one, but they haven't gone quite as far as some of the other guys do. It's in the dashboard, it's a touch screen, it's very easy to use, it does what you need it to do. What it doesn't have is voice activation like some have, and it doesn't offer a rear view camera, a backup camera that shows you what's going on behind you when you put the transmission in reverse. Everything's pretty much self-contained here. I noticed the angle isn't great. I was getting some glare on it from the sun, and unlike some of the systems out there, you can't push any buttons and change the angle a bit, and that's a little bit unfortunate. You do open it like you do some of them to get at the CD player. You do give up a CD changer if you go for this option, and that happens on some other vehicles too, but usually they offer you another option to put a CD changer someplace else. The Veracruz doesn't. So taking a closer look, the controls are pretty much standard. It has separate zoom buttons as opposed to little spots on the touchscreen. I think that's a good thing. One thing that I like a lot on this is there's a very simple to reach mute button. So if you get tired of hearing this lady,
please refer to the map.
You just hit it once and you're done without going into a menu or anything like that. Also, you can choose the direction of travel or north up as your way of looking at it. Both happen to be the same thing in this case. Also, if you want to go with a 3D look, it gives you 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions. We go to 3 dimensions and it looks like this. I'd like to see more streets labeled than we're seeing here, at least in the 3D view. If I go back to 2 dimensions, it gets a little bit better. So if you're someone like me who's lost all the time, and if you're like most people, men especially, who don't want to ask for directions, it does all you need it to do, and it costs less than the systems in other cars. If you absolutely must have a backup camera, you're out of luck here. I'd rather see Hyundai put the effort into a standalone option for a backup camera, which the Highlander offers for just a few $100, so you don't have to pay $2,000 for navigation when all you want to do is make sure you don't back up over your wife's petunias.
For additional information on this car or any other, go to Cars.com and our blog, Kicking Tires.